All right. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are here Monday night for your weekly edition of Just Kicking It with Kstylz. You hear that phone, you know it is on and popping. And let me go ahead and mute this
motherfucker. Right hand, she got her hand just like this, about to smack her upside the head.
When she smacked me upside the head, you're going to see body get thrown across the camera. I'm going to let you know that now. Bro, welcome to Just Kicking It with Kstylz, as I'm your host, Mr. Do-Rag Kstylz, the sixth man. And look who we got today. We got Mr. Jew, Talk, Sports, Calm Before the Storm, Juju in the bank. You already know what he got. And down here at the bottom, y'all already know the man you love to hate and the man you hate to love. The mad scientist himself, Mr. Mad Mike Sports.
What up, though?
And also, shouts out to the producer, Miss Maggie T. She's in the background, so y'all better be on y'all best behavior. Anime will jump through this screen and choke one of y'all, so I'm just giving you a warning. So, how we doing, fellas? How people that's in here already? How are y'all doing?
Hope I'm good. Everybody asking, am I good? I am. Look. Once I get my rants out, I'm good. Like, trust me. All I need is one good rant to get all the frustrations out. Okay, that's all. I'm good. Once I have that rant,
the rant god.
Yeah, the rant god. All right, I'm good.
Oh yeah. New name, Rant God. That's what he want to be called as well.
Yeah, I named myself, so deal with it, goddamn it.
That's GAWD. God.
God. Yeah, I'm not that good.
Exactly. So fellas, how we doing? Like I said, we got people in the chat right now. We're gonna go ahead and get them shout outs as usual. You know, Trucker Mike 404. What's going on? ATL Sport Elite, what's good? John Kelly, what is happening? Y'all Saints fans, y'all make sure y'all go tune in to John Kelly. You know, he trying to get his upstart.
Take out them dumpsters, the trash can, all that.
But he showed love to us every time we get on, so we're going to get him on that. Joseph Thornton, what's happening? Millie Mills, what is good? Eric Dennis. Stunt 7, Rodney Brown, Miss Asia Green in the building, Skizzle Gaming, Michael Walker, Mr. Motivator, and we're going to do the last one right here, Mr. Dynamite. Oh, we also got Jamal Grant and Fred Moore Jr. Man, y'all in here already.
I like to say that.
Dynamite. Fly Eagles, fly for life. What's up? Maurice Amy. Yeah. They in here heavy. They already getting ready to know what we talking about. So, but I'm gonna definitely say this. I'm gonna just get this little tidbit out the way here. If y'all had not seen the speech, the Hall of Fame speech on behalf of Kobe Bryant, it is very inspirational. You know what kind of guy he is. Like, everybody loves Jordan, but the thing about it, for our generation, that's what Kobe was. We seen him from 17 years old, 6-man, LA, all the way till he retired, and unfortunately, him dying, it hit us hard because that was a hero to a lot of people, especially, like I said, people that grew up watching him become the legend, the Black Mamba himself.
He had to grow on me. I hated Kobe.
So did y'all ever get a chance?
Oh my God, I hated Kobe. And
I got real fast. I'm about to say, man, I don't know what's going on with this guy. I think the Matt Ryan obsessors got trying to hit shit. We don't call them Matt Ryan haters no more. We call them Matt Ryan obsessors. So we good. All right. Any little thing y'all want to get out the way before we hit this first topic? Or y'all ready to
I want
get
to
it
say
going?
something about Kobe real quick. Since you mentioned Kobe, I'm kind of like Mad Mike. I wasn't an LA fan. I really couldn't stand Kobe when he was actually playing, but I respected his game. And I had more respect for Kobe when he retired and once he became a coach and things of that nature. And then once he passed, it was like, man, we actually witnessed greatness. Like him scoring, I think 60 points in his last game was crazy. So, everybody got love for Kobe, even though I wasn't a Kobe fan or LA fan, or when the Shaq and Kobe era, I was an Allen Iverson fan before LeBron came in the league. So I was on the other side when it was in that 2001 finals, when it was Iverson versus Kobe and Shaq. So I remember those days, but rep Beam, rep Kobe, it's never gonna be another Kobe. Kobe was like one of a kind. So definitely rep Kobe, and just to see his wife up there, giving that speech, and Jordan on the stage, somebody he really admired, it was crazy. So, and then to see his daughters and stuff like that, it was crazy. But, definitely rep Kobe. And like I said, he was one of one. We're never gonna see another Kobe Bryant.
Exactly.
Crazy part, I used to hate. The crazy part, I hated Kobe guts in the first beginning because I thought he was just one of those. When he first came in the league, it wasn't no I thought. Like when Kobe first came in the league, he had no intentions on passing the ball at all. All Kobe wanted to do was shoot, and shoot some more. So I hated that style. I hated that. I still hate that style of basketball, where you're just a dominant ball big. But when Phil Jackson came in, Phil Jackson just took that dude to a whole nother level, and he turned him into his idol. He's essentially turned him into Michael Jordan, man. And I thought I would never say that ever again. Kobe earned my respect, and not that he needed to, but he earned my respect just from a basketball junkie. Like I'm a basketball junkie also. Like I love baseball. Look, I'm just a sports junkie. I love wrestling. Look, that's all we are. We just sports junkies up here. But Kobe, man, when he came playing in that triangle, anybody that know that triangle, that's probably the most difficult system in basketball to learn, because you have to learn how to be a teammate first. You got to learn how to be a teammate first. And seeing him, playing with a guy like Shaq and understanding spacing, and then later on his career, you saw what he did for not only young guys like Trae Young. Like he was a mentor. This is what a lot of people don't understand. Kobe was a mentor to a lot of people. You see right now, two-time champ, and not two-time champ, but the Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi was one of his proteges. Like Kawhi, it's just so many guys that he did. He passed on his knowledge to, and that's something that for me, that's near and dear to our heart at AFN, because that's what we strive to do, is pass on that knowledge and do what we can do for the next person up in line. So Kobe, man, when it all come down to it, man, I just, there was nothing. I think that was the first time that I've ever broken down like that. Like I didn't even break down like that when it was for Chris Benoit. And everybody know how I love Chris Benoit. Kobe died in the airplane. Look, I broke down like a big ass baby. That was horrendous, man. And I just got to say this. I know I'm a little bit long, but Kobe deserves this. His wife is incredible. She is just incredible. I don't know how she did it, but to see her with that much strength, when the whole world will not let you forget Kobe, that's the toughest thing of them all. The world will never let her forget Kobe. She has to live with that every single day. That's tough. So his wife, man, that's it, man. Because
yeah, and yeah, that's definitely that. And also, I would say one more thing. Tim Duncan with them dreadlocks ain't hitting no shit. You look like
because I need that. Like, boy, about to break down, bro. I'm about to break down, bro. I'm 2 seconds away from breaking down, bro.
Hey, you know how we do. I got to crack at least one joke. I got to crack at least one of them. And also definitely shouts out to Matt Ryan for his birthday. This is the little tidbit. The little tidbit that the Matt Ryan obsessors are going to hate. Like I said, we're going to give shout out birthday to him. Yes, the real quarterback, number 1. Number 2 in your hearts. Number 2 you hate to despise. But let's go ahead and get into what we're going to talk about tonight. Like I said, y'all make sure y'all thumbs up. Make sure y'all share this stream video. We're trying to get this algorithm thing going right. So we can't grow without y'all. And like I said, we appreciate everybody that tuned in to us. Let's go ahead. We're going to start off. Atlanta Falcons rookie camp news. I don't know if y'all kind of paid attention or heard anything about it, but I'm gonna give shout out to Kelsey Conway on this one. I know this is kind of an old observation, but basically what she said was, hold on, let me put the picture up so people can know what we's talking about. You see all these guys here that's looking for a job? She basically said Arthur Smith is holding this ship tight. He holding everybody accountable. It's like I said, ain't no guarantees going on in here. They said guys are getting utilized in a different way. Let me add a couple things that she said. She said there's a potential that Kyle Pitts may be used a lot in motion this year.
Woo! Music to my ears.
Like I said, he's not gonna be just your traditional tight end, but he's gonna be all over the place. You're not gonna know where he's gonna line up at any place. So he's definitely gonna be a matchup nightmare. Let me go ahead and get this picture off so you can see our face. I'm gonna throw this picture up here because this is gonna be Jude's favorite picture right here.
Yes, sir.
Oh. All right. I'm bigger than I thought he was. I thought, like, good God.
Oh.
That's a regular size. Look, that's a regular size human being. All right. Richie Grant is a regular size guy, about 162, 200 pounds. That's a regular size human being. Just look at this. That is crazy, bro.
Yeah. And like I said, guess what? Guess what she also said too. And like I said, shout out to Kelsey Conway for this. She said the first couple days, 2 people that showed out a lot was Frank Darby and Javion Hawkins.
Oh. I like to hear that Hawkins though. I love to hear that. Because we've been needing that spark in that backfield, man.
They said his ability to shoot through open gaps with speed was noticeable. Like I said, he's wore it done, basically. He's wore it done.
Woo, you can't see him, and he got this speed. I know Jude itching at the bit. I know he's itching at the bit. Talk about it. I can feel. What you got?
Hey, Hawkins is gonna be special. I told y'all, man. When I pulled up his highlights, it's like when every run is like over 40 yards, and you playing against top competition. No, he wasn't in the SEC, but he was in the ACC. The talent in the ACC is pretty good. You got Clemson, you got Florida State, and he was doing that in college. Where I was seeing all of his runs, a lot of them were over 40, 50 yards. Every run I pretty much seen in his highlight reel was explosive runs, over 15 yards. And when you see that in that burst, I told you it reminds me of when Devontae Freeman before the injuries. Like that burst and that speed, Antone Smith when he was here. Like you guys remember when Antone Smith was here before he had that injury? He was a guy, it was like all or nothing. That dude would run pretty much every time he touched the ball, whether it was a screen pass, whether it was just a simple draw, whether it was a sweep, he was liable to take it to the house, no matter where he was at on the field. And that's the same thing with this kid, Javion Hawkins. When I seen it, I was like, man, I thought Chuba Hubbard was special. I didn't even see this dude play in college, but when I cut on his tape, I'm like, this guy's explosive. Like you could just when you look at it, the first play I seen on his highlight reel on YouTube, I was like, yeah, this kid's gonna be special. Just by just looking at the speed. Go ahead, Kstylz.
You ain't gotta tell me about speed. You ran over Georgia. He ran all on Georgia Tech's ass like a motherfucker. We still won the game, but see the issue like people talked about with Louisville was because the main attraction was Tutu Atwell, who for God's sake is you think Javion Hawkins is small, Tutu Atwell smaller than him playing wide receiver. But for what I saw with Javion Hawkins, like I said, he runs in the middle. He not only runs outside, but he runs inside. That's why I say he reminds Ward Dunn, because Ward Dunn was the same way. He could run inside and outside, but he also knows how to protect himself.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't want to throw that out there right quick. Like I said, I seen it up close, and thank God his quarterback sucked.
Yeah, man, his is crazy. Like when I seen the highlights, I was like, yeah, this Cam Akers 2.0, because I wanted Cam Akers out of Florida State. And we seen what Cam Akers did with the LA Rams last year. Like later on in the year, he became the starting running back. We seen what he did in the playoffs. That dude got burst speed, can run between the tackles. He's a smaller guy. These guys know how to protect themselves. So, hey, the Javion Hawkins, and he didn't even get drafted. This was an undrafted free agent type pickup. So he's not going to even cost us a lot of money. That's another good thing about a lot of those people that wanted the Najee Harrises and the Travis Etiennes, because I wanted Travis Etienne. He was my favorite running back coming out. But for us to be able to get an undrafted guy who has the explosiveness of a Travis Etienne, like you can't beat that. We basically got one of the top running backs that didn't get drafted. So, I mean, we're going to save a lot of money on that dude just being an undrafted free agent. So I love what Terry Fontenot did even though he didn't draft a running back, with him being able to get him as an undrafted free agent, that's going to really help us as far as our cap, because we know we don't have no money really to pay nobody, based off of the cap. So Javion Hawkins is going to be on the cheap side, and he's a guy that can pretty much do everything that a lot of the top running backs in the draft was able to do. So, hey, I'm super excited. Now the Kyle Pitts, that picture of him and Richie Grant, yeah, that dude is special, man. He gonna be special. Every time I see him, I'm like, yeah, he look like Calvin Johnson, Megatron Part 2. Like that dude, hey, it won't surprise me if he catch for 1,000 yards a season. It won't surprise me, because that dude. And if you guys hear him talk, like I don't know if you guys listen to his interview at camp, but he reminds me of Julio Jones, because he's a super humble guy, and it's a guy that you wouldn't think he was the highest drafted tight end ever. The way he talks, he's like, I just want to learn from Hayden Hurst. I just want to be like a sponge. He's not talking like, yeah, I'm going to have 1,000 yards a season. Yeah, I'm an all-pro. He's just like humble as they come. He barely look like he want to talk. He just like, yeah, I just want to go out there and work hard every day and improve. Like, when I hear him talk, I'm like, is this Julio Jones' little brother? Just like Julio Jones, dog. He sounds just like Julio behind the mic. It's a calm dude. So I'm super excited when you see somebody that's going to come in, work hard, don't have any ego, because it don't like he has no ego. Hey, guys like that's blue collar, this dude's going to be special. Somebody that's going to bring their hard hat to work, their lunch pail, is not looking for no handouts, just coming in here, wants to improve and wants to listen to the elder statesmen. Hey, guys like that's just want to listen and come in and learn, those guys usually turn out to be special. So I'm loving what I'm seeing already out of Kyle Pitts. Just his maturity at his age. Most of these young guys are doing a lot of talking, i.e. Frank Darby. I love Frank Darby's energy, but we heard what Coach Arthur Smith had to say about him talking about, I'm going to set the tone. Arthur Smith said, well,
hey, hold on, Drew. Hey, Drew, I'm glad you said that. Because I want Mike's take on that. That's what I'm glad you set that up right.
Oh my God, Drew!
But before we do,
I actually did. I forgot all about that, but that right there showed me exactly why we hired this guy and why I'm already in love with him. It's like, bro, a lot of players come in the league running their mouth to saying what they gonna do, and they end up not being worth a crap. This is what your head, bro. This is what your head coach said. Your head coach said this, bro. You don't calm that noise down. That don't faze me. That's what he did. He basically said, bro, start running your mouth and show me what you can do. We done seen guys, Odell Beckham, AB. We done seen plenty of these guys in the league run their mouth, and then they don't show up in big time and key situations. That's what we asked for. That's why we've been asking for the whole time. We got a guy. We had a guy in Roddy White, and we still trying to replace a Roddy White. Roddy White talked that talk, but he backed that shit up. We need another one of him. So, Frank Darby, you can do all this dancing and prancing all on the sideline and all that. Look, that shit don't faze me. Everybody love Frank Darby right now. I don't. That shit don't faze me one bit. I've seen plenty of guys, okay? Eric Weems, one of them. All right, and he was good in his day, but after he stopped being good, guess what? He was just a damn happy-go-lucky dancer on the damn. He was basically a damn cheerleader. He was a Dallas Cowboy cheerleader. That's all he was good for. So Frank Darby, until your ass get on that field and show me what you got, keep the talking to a minimum. Keep the talking to a damn minimum. That's all I got to say.
Well, I would say this though. The like I said, the energy that he brings is really gonna help this team. Like I love when he said, man, you gotta wait till these veterans get in here. You talk your trash and see what you can do against these veterans, because it's not only challenging Frank Darby, it's challenging Frank Darby to get better against guys that did it and see and engage him based on that. See, now you put him in a situation to where he'd be at practice and he's going against an AJ Terrell and see how he do. If he burns and beats
AJ eat that man alive. That man steal that man lunch and smack him across the head and say, guess what? I did it. What you gonna do? Ain't gonna do nothing against that. AJ a dog, bro. That man went on one-on-one with Mike Evans, one of the best receivers in the game. That man don't want them problems.
But like you said, at the same time, those are the type of guys that you kind of want on this team. Like I said, if you look at,
I love it.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Like you said, you got to prove it. Like I said, you can talk until you prove it. But like outside of really, like think about how the team was constructed last year. Think of the personalities that was on the team. Who can you remember that was just that hype and energetic on this team the last couple years?
I already know where you're going, dog. You said it. You said almost every show, Kstylz. Steven Mean.
I can't even tell you. That's how bad it was.
Exactly. So that new burst of energy is what's going to help the veterans as well. But this dude talking shit. Oh, we finna bust his ass.
Man, if you don't shut up with that tag, yeah, man, shut up. We ain't talking about Tweety Bird. Yeah,
Oh yeah, Sanu had that energy too. But like
Sanu
I said,
had that energy.
outside of Sanu and Roddy White the last 7 years, who's really had that energy? You could say Keyshawn Barner, he kind of had that energy, but we only saw 1 year doses of him.
Yeah.
So
I said Steven Means because he celebrate, like I'll say, he celebrates everybody else plays.
He celebrates everybody else's damn sack. And you know what the sad thing about it was? The sad thing about Steven Means. Hold on, keep talking, Drew. I'm finna look this up right quick.
Yeah.
I'm finna look somewhere.
I thought that's who you were talking about originally because you always talk about Steven Means. Hey, Steven Means is one of them locker room guys that was real cool. But you know another one that's an OG? I got his jersey, and he was one of my favorite players, and he actually could play before he started having the injuries. Sean Weatherspoon. Was another guy that was in the locker room. He would be dancing, rapping, dancing on the field, pulling the spoon out after he make a tackle. He was one of those high-energy guys, but he was a leader on the team. So I love Sean Weatherspoon and the energy he brought. But, Kstylz, you found it? I
found what I was looking for. Do you know how bad our pass rush was last year?
Oh gosh. Oh, God.
Stephen Means. Look, Stephen Means was a sack and a half away from leading his team in sacks.
Wow.
I believe it.
Yo,
He had 3 sacks last year.
Oh God. That's bad. That's
bad. But like I said, and I don't shit on Stephen Means or nothing, because like I said, at least he goes out there and he plays hard.
With some passion. That's it.
It's the passion.
Hey, mama, or slap your cousin something. Nobody wanted to do nothing.
Bruh, D-Block had Matt Ryan playing a fucking ukulele. That's how. I know y'all remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, they had Matt Ryan playing a ukulele in the locker room.
Mm-hmm.
But it was
singing and everything. Yeah, I remember that.
It was that camaraderie and that energy that brought the team together. Like I said, the defense wasn't great statistically, but what does Mike always say? They made key stops in critical situations.
Mm-hmm.
You were gonna see a William Moore get an interception here. You might catch a Jonathan Babineau get a sack here. Witherspoon, sack here. Sante Samuel, interception there. So, yeah. Hell, I even throw Steven Nichols' name in there. He'll make a play here.
Yeah.
When they And that's what we needed. We needed that energy. So, Frank Darby, but somebody asked a question earlier between Frank Darby and Christian Blake. Christian Blake get his ass up out of here because I need an energy guy.
That's already a lot. And I'm gonna say this, and that's probably not gonna sit well with a lot of people, even me saying this. A guy like Russell Gage is not safe. I think Drew alluded to this. Like he said, guys like Frank Darby, like these guys are like they got some speedsters. We got some receivers on this squad. So a guy like Russell Gage could easily be traded or he could be cut. Guys like Jesus are not. These guys are not safe. He could be cut. So it's a lot of guys that's like, look, bro, y'all gonna have to show. You're gonna have to show out for your spot. This dude is not playing. Arthur Smith is not playing. He ain't playing no game. We ain't playing with you. That's what he does. Look, throw the song up. That man, we ain't playing with you. That's what he do. We ain't playing with you.
Hey, I want to say this about Frank Darby. I love the man energy. I just like that Arthur Smith kind of nipped it in the bud that, hey, look, the big dogs ain't here yet. The vets ain't here yet. The Julios, calm down. Y'all, you just a rookie. You still wet behind the ears, breath smelling like Similac. Sit down somewhere. Like, yeah, we see you dance and we like your energy. We like all of that. The big dogs ain't here yet. So chill out. Like, we like your energy. We feel you, but at the same time, you ain't seen the guys that already was on the 53 last year. So chill out.
Hey, look here. We got a 20 spot.
Oh, okay.
20 spot from Stu to Pepperhead. He said, lunch on me tomorrow, gents. Thanks for keeping Ish real. Iron sharpens iron. Put the youngsters on the vets. Make them sweat it out and earn a place at the table. Rise up, camaraderie, energy, truth, 100, 4 and 12, no one safe.
Absolutely. I love that.
I like the way he just put that.
Yes,
accountable. And like I said, if y'all need the short-term version of what he just said, accountability. That's it. So Stu, we appreciate the 20 spot, man. Like I said. One love to everybody.
I just gotta say this. Like, you cannot underestimate your head coaches saying, bro, calm your ass down. Bro, you ain't played against Aaron Donald. You ain't played against AJ Terrell. You ain't even played against Isaiah Oliver yet. And you up here running your mouth saying what you gonna do. Bro, calm down. When no big dogs come in, when you see Julio Jones, when you see those guys running routes, you see Calvin Ridley running those routes, bro, then you can run your mouth. But until then, bro, you need to calm all that. You relax. I love the energy. Love it, all right? We need that type of energy. but we need to see that on the field. Or else is he just another Tack? I love what I heard from Tack. But I didn't love what I seen on the field. He had more energy on Twitter than he had on the damn field. I should tell you something.
He sounds like a lot of those quote Falcon fans that then gave up on the team already. They got all that energy and shit. But let's go and get some of these. Let's go and get some of these comments because everybody coming in with some good ones here. Like I said, Chris Wright, what's going on, man? Appreciate you joining us.
Yes, sir.
Oh no! They did not do him like that. They didn't do Kstylz like that.
Oh man, I'm gonna shut up about Matt Ryan because every time I mention him, my shit goes. I ain't gonna say nothing on that. I'm not gonna give him no more energy. But I'm gonna hold on. We got Maurice Amy right here. He said, I love the coach. We could have gotten 9 nobody in the draft, but I still be happy because this is the coach I like to see potential from every 9 draft picks. Yep, that's the thing. Nobody's job is safe.
I love it. I love that.
Let me put the picture back up so you can see. This is everybody looking for their jobs. That's him in the middle telling them what it is. But like I said, you also have to have the players that's willing to play under those situations to where they know that it's not guaranteed.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what else we got here. Yeah, so pretty much everybody's on agrees that like Frank Darby is exciting as far as his energy, but like I said, we already know what the deal is. Mafi right here, he said Jonathan Babineau was very underrated, not for the stats, but for his leadership.
Absolutely. Yeah.
100%. Proven said, what happened to D-Block? D-Block got old and got released.
It really that simple. They got old.
It's real simple. Yeah. But at the time that they did, yeah. But at the time that they did, they was here. Like I said, they made plays when they needed to play.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Millie Mills came in here with I guess, Olamide Zaccheaus. He's still gonna be on the team.
That's why Russell Gage ain't safe. That's why Mike was just saying. Like, we got some real dogs on this team. Like, if you don't come to play, like, and now we're gonna have a preseason this year too, bruh. It's about to be real. It's about to be real. Like, I don't know what's the show they have on HBO when they have each year for each team. Yeah, Hard Knocks. There you go. It's gonna get real, dog. To this year because ain't no favorite, so we don't know who's gonna make the team. Like you're saying, Russell Gage could get cut. We don't know because we got so many guys. Yo, we got so many good receivers on this team. Like guys, I forgot about Chris Rowland. They were talking about him changing his number, Russell Gage from 83 to number 14, and they were saying Rowland changed his number because he had number 14. But we got so many receivers on this team, we don't know who's gonna be here. So Frank Darby, all these guys that we got on this roster, it's a lot of guys that can surprise us. So it's gonna be a dogfight in training camp.
Yeah, Olamide Zaccheaus might not be on this team neither.
Mm-hmm. That's a lot of guys. Yeah,
like a lot of guys. Yeah, they might look. If he had it to be, I know we drafted Chris Delman. Shit, man, Hennessy might not be on this team this year, but it's all about the competition. You want the competition, and you want to have the competition in spots that you can afford on the team.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what else we got here. So Tyler Lee got one right here. He said AJ matching up with Julio every day will build his confidence up. This is how Darius Slay was built up by matching up with Megatron at practice, and we saw that happen this year. Like there was some plays that AJ Terrell could have made that was unfortunate, but at the overall scheme of things, AJ Terrell played his ass off this year.
Mm-hmm.
He was consistent.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, we got another one right here. And Mafia right here, he hit. This is what I want to see the most. Wait a minute, hold on. I just had it. God damn it. But yeah, that's what's up, man. Appreciate you, Jordan. He said, I want to see the center left guard battles.
Ooh.
Matt Gano versus Jalen Mayfield. See how that matchup, see how that battle gonna be.
Yeah,
I just think it come down. I think it's just going to come down to experience, just being that you have a veteran quarterback. Like Matt Ryan ain't got time to sit up here and teach offensive linemen. So if the coach does his job, then Leffler does his job, then we won't have to worry about that. But if he's not as good as people as advertised, then you're going to see Gano and Hennessy win out just being that they are more experienced than the rookie. So Matt Ryan, like I said, Matt Ryan, Julio Jones, them guys ain't trying to like teach no rookies anything. Like if your ass ain't coming to play, if you're not ready to play, then you're not going like they ain't gonna want to hear that. All right. And I know, as far as like a head coach, like his word go, his word is bond, but Matt Ryan, he's operating that entire ship. All right. He can call all the plays that he wants to, but if Matt Ryan isn't comfortable with the guard in the center, then nothing Arthur Smith says means anything, because your first thing to do as far as your first job is to make sure that your quarterback is comfortable with every aspect of the offense. So chemistry, that's something that we always say. Chemistry means everything. So you might see a guy like Gano, or you may see Mayfield outplay Gano, but if Matt Ryan isn't comfortable with him, then all of that's off for now.
Yeah, and I think another thing I just wanted to add on to what Mike was saying with the offensive line, and I heard it with, I don't know if you guys listen to all of their little interviews, the rookies that are at camp right now, but Richie Grant was talking about learning the playbook. And I think that's going to be huge too, because it's a new regime here. So I really think it's going to come down to chemistry and also learning the playbook. Like a lot of people don't realize how mental football is. Like jumping off sides and stuff, that's mental. You know what I'm saying? So you have to be mentally tough as well. Like we always talk about being physically tough and knowing what to do in certain situations. It's all mental at the end of the day. A lot of it is being, mentally tough. So in the trenches, yeah, it's about having brute strength and stuff like that. But if you're a person that's strong, but you jumping off sides and you making mental mistakes, that could be a reason why Matt Ryan is not going to trust you and not want you blocking for him. So, because I don't know how many times over the last couple of years we had all of these penalties, false starts and stuff like that. And we've seen Matt Ryan cussing out and chewing out the offensive line. So that's going to be huge as well as learning, these offensive line and learning the playbook. Because Richie Grant was talking about like his head was spinning. Yeah, his head was like spinning. Richie Grant was talking about you can't play fast when you don't know the playbook. So I could really see that Mayfield and Gano, whoever ends up being even the center, because they were talking a lot about how Dahlman at Stanford, they liked that he was like the captain and he was calling out different things. And, we seen Hennessy kind of struggle with that early on, calling out the mic and getting everybody set up and stuff like that, calling out the audibles, stuff like that. So it's going to be a battle, but it's a lot of mental toughness that comes into play as well, not just physical strength and stuff like that. You got to be mentally tough, be able to retain information. Like that's another part that a lot of people don't talk about in football.
All right. Because if you got the playbook right and you already understand everything, that's what make great players great. They already know what to expect, so they just go out there with a free mind and just play the game. That's how you play the game fast, without thinking.
Whoa. I look, let me, y'all ain't finna do this. Look, stop. Don't disrespect this man. Don't do this. This is the stuff that I'm talking about. You see a man make a couple of mistakes and you say he's not good? Says who? Where you people getting this from? He's getting paid $60 million.
Tackles don't get paid $6 million, $60 million, over $16 million a year. Name a better tackle in the league that's better than a left tackle that's better than him. It's not a. I can guarantee you can't name 3 better than him. He's one of the best. People make mistakes. Offensive linemen are going to make mistakes. Okay, that's what they do. Try lining up in a stadium with Von Miller. All right, Von Miller coming at you. All right, you got to hit a crowd. You got Von Miller standing in front of you. Or let's say Aaron Donald standing in front of you. Are you gonna jump off sides? Are you gonna make those mistakes? So let's stop with the mistakes. This guy is an absolute monster in the run game. That's his strength. This is something that we've always stated before. When you have an offensive coordinator that only wants to pass the ball 40 to 50 times a game, guess what? At least 2 to 3 times, maybe at the max, you're going to see Jake Matthews miss a couple of blocks, and he's going to get his quarterback hit. That's what balance is for, so you can hide those deficiencies. And that's the video that I made earlier today. A lot of people said, like, I don't understand why we didn't draft a lineman. It's because you can eliminate quarterback hits with balance. The reason why Matt Ryan, the reason why Russell Wilson, even Deshaun Watson, reason why these guys are the number 1, number 2, number 3 hit quarterbacks in the league is because they throw too damn much. When you throw too damn much, you leave your quarterback susceptible to hits. So how you can eliminate that? How you can hide or mask a guy like Caleb McGarry who needs to develop even more? Balance. You take away those opportunities in the passing game and put them in the running game. That's how you can eliminate. That's why the Falcons and a lot of teams don't worry about going and drafting these Penei Sewells with number 4 picks, and they can go after a guy like a Kyle Pitts because you can eliminate hits with just the play calling.
Or do I need to simplify? Simplify.
Simplify.
Let me put this up. Run the damn ball. That's how you simplify.
Your quarterback won't get him. You run the damn ball. It's really that simple.
Offensive linemen like to go forward, not backwards. He said, "Why?" Devon talking about, can we get on him? I'm about to say, hey, if he say anything out of pocket, you do whatever you got to do. He said he ain't gonna spaz on nobody. Then cool, we say those for Friday. But he said,
this is 3 people. Hey, I want 3 offensive tackles in the league that are right now that are better than Jake Matthews. I dare people to find 3 offensive tackles in the league that are better than Jake Matthews.
Because he said that Jake Matthews ain't made no Pro Bowl. I could have sworn he made the Pro Bowl last year.
I believe he was an alternate.
No,
I don't know if it was last year, but I know it was the last couple of years. He was an alternate.
And then we have to really look at what does the Pro Bowl really mean now anyway.
Right.
What does that mean? Like I said, Jake Matthews. The only game that I remember Jay Matthews had a bad game was in that Super Bowl where he was getting all the holding calls.
Mm-hmm.
But outside of that, he's been consistent. Because the thing is, and I'm gonna tell Jay Anderson this: if you don't hear an offensive lineman's name being called during the game, he's doing his job.
Mm-hmm.
He's doing the job. Now, if you hear Jay Matthews' name getting called every week,
that's a problem.
Okay, Kstylz, he made the Pro Bowl in 2018.
2018? Okay.
Yeah, 2018.
Right.
Yeah, it's about 2 years. Yeah, about 2 years. Yeah, 2 years ago. Yeah.
Right. But the thing about it is, in order for your offensive lineman to make Pro Bowls, I'm saying Pro Bowl don't really matter, but in order for your lineman to really make Pro Bowls consistently, your running game has to be consistent too.
Mm-hmm.
Facts.
You have to have balance. Now, if you dropping back damn near 30, 40 times a game, that sounds cute. But and he said number 6 overall pick. There was offensive linemen that were drafted in the top 5 that ended up ain't shit.
Yeah, the one in what's the guy from the Dolphins who just got traded?
Larry
Flowers.
Flowers
just got traded.
Yeah,
he just got traded. There's so many. Like Trent Williams, like Trent was a elite tackle until all those injuries came up with it's not many like tackle to play tackle in the league. It's all about consistency. It's not about perfection. We're no longer going to see Orlando Pace. Okay, we can forget that. Orlando Pace was a once in a lifetime type of talent. You know what I'm saying? So
was it Walter Jones? Yeah, Walter Jones.
Orlando Pace. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Jonathan Ogden. Like I said, them was some nasty boys right there. Y'all keep going. I'm finna go look up some offensive linemen right now.
I know he loving this. Yeah. I know he loving that.
Well, what I'll say about it, when he was talking about Jake Matthews, like he said, Jake Matthews is solid. I don't think he's, a lot of people down Jake Matthews and say that he's not that good because of his contract. I think he's one of the better left tackles in the league. He's definitely the best offensive lineman on our team, personally. I think he's been the most solid over the years. And what I also will say is it's about playing as a unit. As we've talked about numerous times on the offensive line, it's like a line dance, especially because we run that running scheme, where everybody has to be on the same tempo, on the same time. So if you look at like a team that Arthur Smith just came from, the Tennessee Titans, can anybody in the chat name all 5 of the guys that played for Tennessee up front? They were able to rush 2,000 yards. Yeah, the only person I can name off the top of my head is Taylor Lewan. Other than that, I mean, I think they got Ben Jones, and this is because I'm a football junkie. I'm saying, on average, a lot of people can't name all 5 of those guys up front for the Titans, and I don't think none of those guys last year made the Pro Bowl. I don't believe on that offensive line for Tennessee. So that just goes to show you that it's basically a line dance, and it's about all 5 guys gelling and all 5 guys being on the same tempo, the same time, and all those guys having that camaraderie, being able to play together. That's mainly what it's about on the offensive line. And we know that from 2016, when our offensive line pretty much stayed intact all 16 games. We had guys like Chris Chester, guys like Andy Levitre, who we got in the trade from Tennessee. These were not household names, but we were able, those guys were able to gel with Alex Mack at the helm at the center. Those guys gelled, kept Matt Ryan clean, and none of those guys got hurt. Because another thing we've been battling is injuries over the last couple of years. Like when we got Carpenter and Jamon Brown, I believe it was like 2019. We had I don't know how many different combinations on that offensive line between Wes Schweitzer, all them different guys we were throwing in there. So it's basically about being able to gel. That's what it's all about.
Really? Mrs. Kstylz said, "Can we get some wham bam? Thank you, ma'am." Yeah.
Oh man.
She coming in with that's what we need. We need that wham bam. We need that, goddamn it. Shit, bust you in the mouth. Okay, yes. Okay, since you said offensive lineman bust, let's see. Tony Mandarich was the number 1 overall as far as offensive line bust.
Oh, Lord Jesus. Another one too that came off.
Don't forget Eric Fisher.
Mm-hmm.
Jake Local. Now, these just last.
God, he was terrible.
What was it? Cam Robinson, number 2 overall.
Whew.
So it's like I said, it's a possibility. I wouldn't call Sam Baker. Sam Baker wasn't a bust.
He was a Pro Bowl level. He just got hurt. That knee injury pretty much killed his career. But what's the guy that Miami took over for Matt Ryan? Jake Long.
Yeah, Jake Long.
He wasn't that great. He was just a physical specimen. He wasn't that great of an offensive lineman.
I know.
So,
but That's definitely one of those cases where let's get to this $10 super chat by Mr. Jamal Grant. We appreciate you, homie, on this one. He said, I have Richie Grant leading the NFL and team in interception. Also have our development quarterback, Frankie F., to battle for the start job with Matt Ryan is no longer a Falcon. I ain't gonna put them expectations like that on Richie Grant. I'm not gonna put that. Like I said, that's a good assessment. I wouldn't put that expectation on him like that. Not so soon.
I'm not. The only reason why I'll give it a shot is because
every time I mention Matt Ryan's name, my shit freeze up. I'm finna shut up now.
Hey, I don't know what the problem is.
Man, the froze up my connection. Guess he Matty Ice for a reason.
I don't. Hey, he did that. That Sub-Zero freeze.
That demolition man right there.
But as far as like Richie Grant, like the only reason why I'll give it a shot is because you're gonna have more opportunities to, you know, be aggressive, because like this team is gonna blitz. Like quarterback is not gonna be. They're not going to be, you know, they're not going to be comfortable. Like that's not what Dean P. If he's not getting to the quarterback with his front four, this dude's going to send more blitzes. He's going to send all types of blitzes. So that's the only way that I see he has a chance to lead the team in interception. And let's be honest, like for the last couple of years, Dion has led the team in interceptions with 4. So I wouldn't necessarily put that. I wouldn't put that type of pressure on him, but at the same time, it's like when you look at the style of defense, the safeties in this defense are going to have opportunity to make plays, and you got to have that range. You got to have that ability to go get the ball, and he does have that. But you still gotta play. You know what I'm saying? Still gotta play.
Okay, I'm gonna mention this one more thing before we move on to the next topic, because. This rookie news thing has actually been real good for the conversation that we had, that we didn't get into the next topic we get into, but I'm gonna get to the last comment before we get to it. And this was but real. I had so much hope for KZ after he led the league in interceptions. He fell off from there.
Oh, I didn't. I don't know why y'all did it, but
yeah. And it wasn't consistent, but let's go and move to the next topic. I mean, we were supposed to talk about this earlier, but we're going to get into it now. I want to get y'all takes on this. Falcons signed Olive Sagapolu.
You did better.
I'll try. I'd be trying to pronounce these names. I don't know if I'm saying them right or not, but I was doing the best I can. But a lot of people don't know. Nose tackle, played at Wisconsin a few years ago. You know, he's a practice squad player. 6'2", 331. So he's a big boy. He's a big boy now.
I'm gonna give this to. I'm gonna give it to Jew, because I know he loved these big boys up front. He loved the trench play.
I'm gonna tell you one before we get to Drew. I'm gonna tell you one thing about him. And I seen, like I said, he definitely is a space eater. He has a VIP membership to Golden Corral. He definitely will eat. But the one thing about him is being that size is now it puts the emphasis on competition with Tyler Davison. Because I know they like Tyler Davison, but as most Falcon fans, true Falcon fans will agree with me, was after that Saints game when he dabbed up them Saints players, I know he looked at that foot like, wait a minute, this motherfucker crazy. Wait, where we do this at? How you think DP is gonna act if he does the same thing this year if he sees Tyler Davison dapping up Saints players?
That's That's unforgivable, though. That's unforgivable. Doing stuff like that.
Yeah, like I said, he's basically Grady Jackson. We just gonna say that he's about big as Grady Jackson. But I'm gonna let y'all go ahead and let Jew go ahead, Jew. I just wanted to get that out the way right quick.
Oh, you good, man. I made a video about this earlier. Like, you guys know I love it's everything starts in the trenches. Trench warfare. This is what a game is won and lost. So if you got some big boys in there that can stop that run and keep these linebackers clean and let them be the stars, let Debo and Foyer run sideline to sideline and make tackles for loss and stuff like that. These big boys, they just gonna make Grady Jarrett's life a lot easier. We always talked about Aaron Donald. Yeah, he's a beast and he can beat double team, but he always got somebody riding with him. He always got Michael Brockers. He always got Leonard Floyd. He got some boys with him. So you need some dogs with you. You can be a dog, but you need some dogs with you. You know, wolves roll in packs. So you can't just be by yourself. You can't just be a dog by yourself. You got to have some dogs with you. So these big boys that we bringing in, hopefully they can push guys like Tyler Davison. Hopefully they can push Marlon Davison and the guys that are on the roster. But I felt like we needed guys that were 300 plus pounds, 330, 315, because we know for whatever reason, I don't know if this was Thomas Dimitroff or whether it was Dan Quinn, they like those smallish players like Deidre Sanat. Look at that right there. That's what I'm talking about.
That man said, bring that plate now, nigga. I'm hungry.
Yeah, man. That's what we need, man. We need somebody on the inside that can eat up those double teams. So we've seen Grady Jarrett where Grady Jarrett occasionally has beat double teams, but it's like his numbers are kind of lower than they should be because he hasn't had that consistent guy next to him that can eat up those blocks, like a Rashid Hageman, like a Corey Peters when he was here. Like we need that big dude that can create that space and just let Grady eat, because we know what Grady can do when he's just able to pass rush and able to penetrate from that, playing that 3 technique or playing that, playing next to the nose, not on the nose, because Grady is not the biggest guy. He beats everybody with his quickness. He don't do it with brute strength. We need somebody that just can hold the point. We haven't had a guy that can hold the point and don't let a hole be there. To be honest, a lot of the times, how many teams ran through us last year? I mean, we've been getting run through by the Panthers. Mike Davis ran through us that first time we played them. The Bucks ran through us with Leonard Fournette. Like pretty much every team we played, when it came down to it, and we needed to stop all those close games, we couldn't get a stop. Teams just run through us. So we need them big boys up front that can hold that point. And then, like I said, let these guys that's behind you around like Deion Jones. Don't let those offensive linemen get to that second level, because we know Deion Jones is not the best at shedding blocks and things of that nature. He's not the biggest linebacker. And we know because we have smallest linebackers, we need those guys up front that can hold the point and let those and do the dirty work. We need those guys that's going to do the dirty work and allow our linebackers to do what they do. So now those two guys, go ahead.
Nah, I'm about to say this is sorry for interrupt, but I think this is something that needs to be said. The dead cap money at a post-June cut for Tyler Davis is $950,000. So we could easily see them eat up about $1 million. That's pretty much nothing for a guy like that. So they'll get about $1 million just for that's pre. It was 1.7. Post is 900,000. So just keep that in mind also.
Yeah, my bad. I was about to say Ted Spurgeon said we was top 10 in rush defense last year. Hell, can't nobody stop the pass while running the ball.
Exactly. Good point, Kstylz. Because we want when we need what we always say, when we needed to stop somebody from running, we couldn't stop it. So we weren't good at stopping the run. Like we might have been top.
Look, I'm gonna let these next few chats explain what happened. Ran through like a $5 trick on payday.
Go ahead, man. That's tough.
Stunt said, I'm tired of us getting ran through. What was the other one? Isaac Crown said got ran through like a stripper from Bankhead.
Man, y'all tough. Y'all hardcore.
Show Show enough said defense been ran through like a paper wall. Ice Cream Man said Amber Rose Suki Hana ran through. You know where we were going with that.
Yeah, man. It's sad. It's sad, but that's where it starts. Mike talked about that toughness. We always talk about that toughness, that this team want to have that toughness. It starts with stopping the run. That was one of the first things that Dante Fowler said when he came here. It's like rushing the passer basically is a reward after you stop the run. Your first job as a defensive lineman is stopping the run. And once you create that attitude that I'm going to stop the run, that you're not going to be able to run on us, then we can make you one-dimensional and we can pin our ears back and get after your quarterback. But if you can run the ball anytime you want to, you know, it's a mentality. So we got to change that mentality up front. It got to start up front that, hey, you ain't going to be able to run when you want to. We dictating to you that you're going to have to beat us with the pass because we're not going to let you run. And the good defenses in the league do that. The Baltimore Ravens, you know, the Pittsburgh Steelers, the teams that are known for their defense, you know what they bring to the table. You're not coming into the game and saying, I'm going to be able to run the ball. You know, coming in, we're going to have to be a soft finesse team and throw the ball. Running the ball is about pride up front. And we're not letting you run the ball on us. We're going to shut you down and make you one-dimensional. And that's pretty much what teams have done to us. And that's why I say the Falcons have been soft over the last couple of years because teams have made us one-dimensional. All we want to do is pass, which makes you soft. That's why our offensive line get ran through just like our defensive line.
Whew. Oh, I gotta highlight this. Ghost Pepper said we finally got a D tackle one whose blood type is Cheesecake Factory.
That's what you need.
And basically,
Cheesecake Factory eating son of a guns on your defensive line. That's what you need.
And basically, he proved and said we had a sexy ass defense. They ain't want to do shit else.
They just want to look pretty. That's it. Look pretty.
Ran through like a stimulus check. Red bees.
But that's it. That's exactly it, though.
Go ahead, Mike. I just wanted to highlight those right quick.
Now,
improved juice.
Now, it comes down to it, and this we've always stated this before, and this is one of the reasons why, like, I don't know why people don't get this, and we've been saying this forever, but this is the reason why you're a multi-faceted defense. You don't want it, like, we have so much tape on each team, you know, it becomes a matter of can you hide and mask what you're doing on the defensive side of the ball. Like teams and the offensive coordinators, they're smarter. They're looking at film. These guys are studying film more, and you want to be able to do multiple things. That's why I want a team. They don't just say that they're 3-4 or 14 or 4-3 teams. Like you got to be able to do multiple things. You can't just have one style of defensive tackle. You got to have defensive tackle that can do multiple things. And every once in a while, you'll find a guy like a Grady Jerry who can do both, or Aaron Donald who can do both. Like you're not going to find it. So you got to be able to get nasty. You got to be able to get nasty when it's time to get nasty, because that's one of the things that if you look at when we've always played the Saints can never they ever. When it came down to like on offense, they couldn't out-athlete our athletes. All they did was get nasty. They played solid defense. They ran the ball, and we couldn't stop them. And then they start to run away for it. But when the Falcons are on, we're running the ball. We're a more balanced team. Then we can beat any team in the NFL. We've already proven that. We just can't hold a goddamn lead for shit. That's the only thing we can't do. We can beat every team in the league, all right, including the Super Bowl champs. All right, we held those guys to, like, we had the lead on those guys. You know what I'm saying? They end up, guess what? Blowing that game. So the Falcons have never
lack any talent. It all goes back to coaching, and it's all about coaching and having that physical attitude. The Falcons never wanted. Dan Quinn never wanted even Thomas Dimitrov. Those guys never wanted a physical team. They wanted something that was pretty. They can sell tickets, and he looked good on this damn motorbike or his damn mountain bike. That's what he wanted. That's the type of damn team he wanted to build.
But I also want to say this one thing about Desmond Chapel. He said, "Did y'all hear about the DB from Austin Peay that thought he had a tryout?" I'm actually reading about it right now. I ain't know anything about this. So basically, what happened was somebody prank called his ass and thought he thought he had a tryout. When he came in, he found out he didn't. I was about to say that's some bullshit right there, boy. Telling me I get a chance to live my dream and find out that somebody put me over.
Hey, man, I'm gonna put a little spin on it. You probably know where I'm going. If it wasn't, and it was just some elaborate scheme put together by one of the people that he had no clue about it, that's one hell of a way to goddamn do it. Like, I want me a damn tryout, so I'm gonna make somebody feel bad for him, and then they turn around and get it. So I just think it's weird. I just think it's weird that they have his number, and it's weird that he had no idea about it. So, again, it could very well be an agent doing these things, or it could be very real. We don't know. We live in a time right now, just like anything and everything happened. But if it is a real story, man, whoever did that deserved to get punched in the nuts or get punched in, the other places. You already know where I'm going with that. They deserve, because that shit was wrong as hell, man. If y'all really did that, that's just wrong. That man think he got a damn tryout, and then he shows up. He can't even get in the damn in the practice field. Like, God, that's whew.
Yeah, because apparently ESPN was trying to get a hold of this story and broadcast it like that. Like, I ain't finna let y'all make no money off of my damn struggle. What? Well, depends on how much y'all pay.
Yeah, man. That's why I said I don't know what's real these days, man. I don't know what's real.
But the bad thing about it was sent through a text. It wasn't a call.
And that's why I said, that's why I'm like, it's weird. How do you get this man numbers? And that's what leads me to believe that maybe somebody he knew played a trick on him. And that was just a way to get publicity, to try to help him. Like, I think it may have came from a good place, and maybe this is something that they calculated. But if it was something that they just tried to play a trick on the dude, like I said before, man, you don't do stuff like that, man. That's just cruel.
Yeah. Like you said, it could be one of them situations. Like, he probably could have had somebody call him and just try to spin a story out of it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Anything could happen. But let's go ahead. We're going to get to the Q&A portion of this. We're going to let y'all ask questions here. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start with this one. Chris White. Wait a minute. He said, do y'all think Dan Quinn has an advantage when we play Dallas since he is now the defense coordinator, or vice versa? What advantage he going to have? You heard Skip Bayless. He said they Dairy Queen soft serve soft. Bruh, as we know from a Dan Quinn defense, they like to play the Suki Hana, Amber Rose, slut walk defense. That's what he's known for. And now he's doing that on a team that was just as bad as us defensively.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, I smell a 40 burger. I think we dropped a 40 on. I'm gonna be straight. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. I think we're gonna put 40 on Dallas. I'm just being we put a 40 spot on them last time with the defense we had. We might put 50 on them.
No. We could have put a 40 burger on them, but remember.
Don't do it. Don't do it, Kstylz.
I ain't got no picture. I'm just reenacting it.
Okay, I was saying, don't do it.
I ain't got no picture for it.
Don't show when our players thought the ball was a bomb. Don't, please don't. They thought the ball was a grenade. Please don't show that picture.
I ain't jumping on that. But nah, ain't gonna be no advantage because, like I said, it's a totally different players on defense. I mean, like I said, you may say, well, they have Michael Parsons and Keanu Neal playing outside linebackers. But you have to remember, this secondary is super suspect. And now you got KZ, who's really suspect in coverage. Yeah,
they whole team suspect.
They hold
back
suspect.
in. They hold team suspect, dog. They hold back in. We all know that Michael Parsons, he's known as a downhill type linebacker. He can't cover. Who covering KP, Kyle Pitts across the middle? The middle of their defense is horrible because none of their linebackers can cover. Jalen Smith can't cover. We seen what Hayden Hurst did to him last year. He can't cover. Their corner, Trevon Diggs, was a rookie last year, so he's gonna have to match up with Julio. Then the other kid, they got a rookie on the other side that they drafted out of Kentucky. What he gonna do with Calvin Ridley? Like I said, it's gonna get ugly. That game gonna get ugly fast.
They say so. We're gonna stick with the 40 burger on this one.
I'll say we're gonna score between 40 or 50. I'm being real, and that ain't no disrespect, dog. We're gonna drop like 40 or 50.
I'm about to say, shoot, you might well go for the 60.
Hey, look, man. Look, this man just came off a damn a torn Achilles, and Keanu Neal ain't never been good as a cover safety or even a linebacker. You just put him in coverage, okay? It don't matter where you put. He's not a very good cover linebacker or safety, wherever they're gonna put him. And we're talking about Julio freaking Jones, okay? Julio freaking Jones against Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan versus any number one defense. That just say the Dallas Cowboys are going to have a number one defense. That just say, for instance, all right? Matt Ryan has always played very good defenses well. If you got a good pass rush, Matt Ryan going to show up. He's had some of the best work. I think he's like 6-1 or something like that against teams with number one ranked defenses. This man is a legend. This man don't lose to great defenses. This dude torches great defenses. It is written, okay? It's written and it's written like it's been written in the Bible, okay? This dude is an absolute legend when it comes down to big time defenses. You don't have to believe me. All you gotta do is look it up. So even if they have it, Matt Ryan's still gonna light the defense up. You see what they did to the damn Bucs last year? Matt Ryan was lighting their ass up, and they won the Super Bowl. He was lighting their ass up. They couldn't do anything with them. So
without Julio,
he was doing that without Julio. So you think Mr. Quinn is going to hold the Falcons? Okay.
Hold on. I think Dan Quinn got something to say about it.
Oh God.
He said that's how he gonna come in. He'll be like, yeah, cover 3, yeah. I'm gonna show them my cover 3 works. Can't cover a damn 3-year-old with that damn defense. Let's get to this $5 super chat here about Jamal Quinn. He said, Cowboy game is the only game I look forward to expose Dan Quinn, who he really is. No head coach title and no Legion of Boom.
But you know what's crazy about that case, Kstylz? What he just said? Matt Ryan torched the Legion of Boom twice in the playoffs. That's what people don't even realize. Like people act like he only did this, like Mike saying, against bad defenses. He did this to Cam Chancellor, Earl Thomas, Richard Sherman. I know y'all remember in 2012 when Roddy White caught that deep post and then ran up to Richard Sherman like, yeah, what was that you was talking all week? I know you guys remember when he burnt Richard Sherman in that playoff game in 2012 when we won by a field goal. Matt Bryant hit the game-winning field goal. So, like, Matt Ryan has been torching the Legion of Boom. Like, he's been torching that cover 3 for years. So it should be no surprise why we've been getting torched trying to run that cover 3 the last couple years. Like, I think we have, like, when Chris White was asking who has the advantage, it's definitely us. because Matt Ryan has played and seen this defense for the last 3 to 4 years, 5 years when Dan Quinn's been here in practice. So if they come with that same cover 3, all I gotta say is I hope Dan Quinn does some different things. If he come out with that cover 3, we drop 50.
If they come with that same cover 3,
God damn it. Hey, my bad. I was flipping through some things. But we got Raymond Robinson with another $5 super chat. Appreciate you, homie. He said, y'all think Winston gonna sweep the Falcons? Fuck no.
What?
Who?
Fuck no.
Oh, what?
What?
The Saints don't even know who their quarterback is.
Hey.
Yeah, they might have Ian the way they might be talking. They might have Ian Book starting in the beginning of the year.
Hey. Yeah.
If y'all really watched Ian Book in college in Notre Dame, no. No. Man, but we appreciate that. But Winston, I don't think he gonna.
Let me give him $5 worth of information. It's going to be difficult for the Saints to, have any type of chemistry. You have that whiny crybaby at wide receiver. He's going to be crying and moaning about his receptions. He's already did that last year when he wasn't getting the targets that he did. He typically does. Even with a Drew Brees, when Drew Brees was there, they kind of phased him out of the offense, to be honest. I forget the receiver that they kind of, he came in, he was making plays, whatever his name is. I'm just at a brain fart right now, but whatever the receiver.
DeQuan Smith, like that.
It may have been. I think he was like the punt returner. He used to do like some trick plays here and there, but like he started to come on. They started to kind of bring him, as far as like the offense. Alvin Kamara is another guy. Who?
You talking about Tommy Lee Lewis?
Tommy Lee, that's who it is. Yeah, him. They kind of, use him more so in the offense. So I expect him to be used in the offense as well. But as far as Alvin Kamara, man, I just think the best days are behind him. I just think that offense is gonna. He's just not he's not an every down back. He's just a prissy running back that's gonna catch passes, and every once in a while they're gonna. That's one thing that he does is he loves to rack up stats with his one particular person, and we saw that last year. I believe it was the Thanksgiving game where he just kept giving them the ball, and he had like 5 touchdowns in the game. He really wasn't that great during that game. I mean, he was putting up some yards, but like. Again, that's what he likes to do. He likes to rack up stats. He's a stat pattern. And I just don't think they have enough offensively to make Winston one of those top quarterbacks. I just don't think, especially Drew Brees. It's like Drew Brees is the all-time great, and Winston is clearly not one of those. So they're going to have to have a elite defense. They're going to have an elite defense for them to even do anything special on offense.
Yeah, you're right, Mike. They're taking a step back. They're taking a step back this year. The Saints, they're going to take a big step back because they lost a lot of guys. Like, their cap situation was worse than ours. Like, they lost Janoris Jenkins in that secondary. They lost Trey Hendrickson, who was the defensive end. He had like over 10 sacks last year. He signed with the Bengals. And then on offense, like you said, they lost their leader. They lost Drew Brees, who has that chemistry. I talked about that where everybody's talking about the Julio Jones thing and Kyle Pitts replacing Julio. It's that chemistry that you can't teach. You know what I'm saying? It takes time. Like Jameis Winston and Plant Thomas, they don't have that chemistry yet. Him and Drew Brees had that chemistry. So it's going to take time for them to develop that chemistry. Alvin Kamara going to do what he do. But we've seen what happened to Christian McCaffrey. They ran that man into the ground. So I see the same thing happening with Kamara in a couple years because they had to get rid of Ingram. who went to play with the Ravens the last couple years, like they finna run Alvin Kamara in the ground. I see Alvin Kamara maybe having like 2 or 3 more years like he's had. And then after that, it's kind of like they use him as a wide receiver. They use him as a running back. He gets the ball so much. Him and Michael Thomas. We seen Michael Thomas last year, I think, have a bad ankle injury. So he's another guy. We talk about Julio being, fragile or being injury prone. Hey, them ankle injuries ain't no joke. So we seen when he came back, he had no catches in the playoffs against the Bears, I think it was. Or was that against the Bucks? It was either the Bucks or the Bears where Slant Thomas didn't have a catch in the playoffs. So
no, that was the Nickelodeon game against the Bears.
Against the Bears. Okay, yeah. So I think they taking a step back, man. No disrespect to the Saints or disrespect to the Saints. Disrespect to the Saints. I see them taking a step back, dog. I didn't really see them taking a step back.
So basically, what you're saying is no Drew Brees, no chance.
Right, no chance.
Man. Yeah, not in the first year. They're gonna need some time to build that chemistry, man. I think Jameis Winston has a chance with because he has a great play caller now, and Sean Payton. Sean Payton has shown us over the years he gets in his own way, just like Kyle Shanahan. He has an ego issue. So he's one of them guys that gets in his own way.
Yeah. Here's a question here I want y'all to answer. This is Millie Mills. He said, do y'all think Christian McCaffrey stay on the field this year, or is he starting to break down?
Yeah, I think I just answered that.
Hell no. that man had like 100 catches or 1,500 yards or something crazy like that. Like, come on, man. He ain't but about 200.
Yeah.
About 200.
See, the issue a lot of people don't realize is you think, okay, he don't have the 400 rushing yardage, but you have to think them 100 catches is more hits on his body. So he had in a season of equivalent of 400 rushing attempts. So think about it. He done ran the ball almost 300 times and caught 100 passes. We ain't even talking about the passes he didn't that was targeted to him that he didn't catch. That's a lot of hit. That's a lot of hit, especially at 200 pounds. That's a lot of hits.
Yeah.
And while y'all saying that, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna bring up some Christian McCaffrey stats from the last couple years. So I make sure I get.
I already know what them numbers look like, as I did.
Well, Kstylz, why you doing that? I'm gonna just mention this to the Falcons fans while you looking that up. We seen this firsthand with Devontae Freeman.
Go ahead. Yeah, you're right, Drew. You're right.
I got it right here. So these past 4 seasons, Christian McCaffrey has almost 700 rushing attempts and 320 receptions. So that's almost 1,000 touches in 4 years.
How many years? In 4 years?
4 years.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that answered the question right there, Kstylz. Like I said, basically I was going to say, we seen firsthand, we didn't even use Freeman as much as they used Christian McCaffrey because we had the dual two-headed monster with him and Tevin Coleman, and both of them dudes broke down. Like I swore down, I had fans on my page talking about, we should have kept Tevin Coleman. What did Tevin Coleman do when he went to San Francisco? Broke down. Just like Devontae Freeman. Yeah. Now I think he played for the Jets or somebody like that. So I'm telling you, these running backs, that's why we say we didn't want no running back in the first round. Everybody was like Najee Harris and ETN. We said we good on that. Running back by committee is the new way. These running backs break down, man. After you get so many carries on your body, man, we could just look at Zeke Elliott. Zeke Elliott
I was just thinking that.
And that man had fumbleitis last year.
That. Let me look that up too.
Hey, Zeke Elliott looked like he was falling apart last year. That man couldn't even hold on to the football. That man was falling apart, dog.
So we have 5 years on Ezekiel Elliott. Okay, let me go ahead and put these rushing numbers on you. He done ran the ball for 1,400 times. This is in 5 years.
Is it more of a debit card than a credit card, right?
And he done caught the ball 241 times in 5 years. So in total, he has touched the ball almost 1,650 times in 5 years.
Hits add up, man. I don't care how big and strong you are, dog. Them hits add up after a while. We seen it last year. Like I was talking about being physically and mentally tough. Last year we seen Zeke Elliott mentally just start having a meltdown. I don't know how many games I've seen that guy with multiple fumbles. And we know that Zeke Elliott is arguably the best talent. Like as far as talent, he's right up there with King Henry as far as talent, as far as athletic gifts. But them hits add up on your body. And we seen last year, Foye Luakon, how many fumbles he forced on him? 2 or 3 fumbles in the game against the Falcons last year. Mm-hmm. So them hits add up, man. So I'm good with paying running backs and stuff like that. And talking about these running backs, I say running back by committee. That's the way to go nowadays.
All right. But yeah, hey, Twisted Toward TV, what's going on, homie? Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to the homie right here. You talking about Do-Rag Kstylz? Yeah, he already know that the nickname was deemed by him, so I can't take no credit on that. Yeah, like I said, a lot of people saying they like Zeke. Maurice Amy asking how many carries, touches does Najee Harris seen in college? I'm looking that up right now as we speak. And let the homies here answer some more of y'all questions while I look that up. And yes, Derrick Henry is about to get into that spot where he might be ending up getting a lot of carries.
Yeah, I see this right here. He said Henry not falling off. Okay, I wouldn't be too sure on that, man. We've seen the King Henry already that played in Tennessee. His name was Eddie George. Go look up his tape. Eddie George was a dog, big, a freight train, just like King Henry, and then he had them knee injuries. So, hey.
Yeah. So, Najee Harris, in his college career, has touched the ball over 700 times in 4 years. Which is really not too bad on him.
I think it is bad because he's a bigger back and he's going to see more hits than the average back. Like Zeke, he's not one of those guys that's going to make you miss. So he's going to get those bigger guys all over him, trying to drag him and things and that. So I think it's actually worse than a guy like a Zeke because Zeke can make you miss. He can run away from it, like which is his quickness. There's a lot of quickness. So like he's not a Devontae Freeman. Like I said, he doesn't have great feet. That's a lot of carries for a guy that big. And like we said, we've seen a guy like Eddie George, Jerome Bettis, these bigger backs. They don't last 10 years, 12 years. And then when they do, you see them have some major issues outside of, football.
Yeah, man. Them hits add up. I don't care how big you are. Ask Cam Newton. Cam Newton's one of the bigger guys. He played like a running back, running all them quarterback powers, and now his body's starting to break down. So if you can avoid those big hits, that's what we were talking about in our last show. Mike was talking about it. Use that stiff arm and get out of bounds. If you can get out of bounds, protect your knees. Because I'm telling you, when you big like that, these corners, they coming straight for them knees. So if you're running high like King Henry, Eddie George back in the day, I'll take y'all way back. Earl Campbell with the Houston Oilers. Running backs like that don't usually last long. That's, breaking tackles and trying to run through tackles. Another guy that we seen in Dallas was a guy like DeMarco Murray. Prior to Ezekiel Elliott, they ran him into the ground. He ended up going to play for Philly, and then he went over to Tennessee. And after that, his knees gave out too much contact.
But that's like even Micah Turner, like I was saying, Micah Turner is another one that's like he came in like as a guy they didn't use him a lot in San Diego, and then we got a hold of him and we ran that man into the ground. That dude had like 600, 700 catches, rushes in like 2-3 years or something crazy like that. So like that's a lot. That's a lot of carries for a running back.
Another super chat. This is a good name. A lot of people forget about him. Larry Johnson with the Chiefs.
Oh,
He was a problem.
Yes.
Ooh,
Oh my
once he threw that rock up, it was downhill from him after that. They were running his hands to the ground.
Mm-hmm. Priest Holmes, they ran Priest Holmes to the ground too.
Jamal Lewis at the Ravens, he was another one. I think he rushed for had a 2,000-yard rushing season, but after that, ran that man into the ground. I think he went to play with Cleveland for a couple years after that. But like I said, running backs don't last long. They don't last long anymore, especially if you're trying to have a bell cow. We had one on our team. Look at Todd Gurley.
Steven Jackson.
Yeah. Todd Gurley. I don't even think Todd Gurley didn't got a job. Nobody even want to sign this man after last season. Nobody even want to sign this man. Like, we seen it. We had him on our team. We seen it. You know, what them knees give out, hey, it's a wrap, dog.
Hey, you said Michael Turner, right?
Mm-hmm.
Total touches that Michael Turner had in Atlanta, almost 1,500 touches in 5 years.
In 5 years?
In 5 years in Atlanta, he had almost pretty much 1,700 touches. Yeah,
Wow.
no, wait a minute, 1,500. San Diego, in 4 years, he had 239 touches.
Yo, that's crazy. God, I didn't know it was that dang bad.
Yeah, because he had 2 seasons. Well, his first season in Atlanta, he ran the ball 376 times. We remember that. He had 3 seasons of rushing for over 300 times. That's a lot of damn that's a lot of damn running.
That's a lot.
Whew.
Jesus. Yeah. See, that's the thing. That's why we always say running back by committee is the best thing you can have, because it sounds good to have a bell cow back.
Them knees gone.
Boy, but after about year 4 of taking all them hits like that, that's where the decline comes.
Yeah, man.
Hold on. Tony Wright said Earl Campbell carried the ball close to 900 times in his first 3 years in the league. Wait, whoa, what? Hold on, let me see. That's like I said, that's the issue. That's the issue you have when, like I said, you're dependent on one back. That's why you must have at least 2 or 3 backs.
OJ Simpson was like that also. OJ Simpson and Jim Brown, those guys like Jim Brown, those guys did not have a long career because they got ran down.
Bro, Earl Campbell, Jesus Christ, whoa, Earl Campbell touched the ball 2,300 times in his career. 4, 5, 6, 7. Pretty much 9 years he touched the ball 2,300 times in 9 years.
Yeah, man.
Whew. I get this shit was even thinking about that. That's a lot of hits.
Right. He had 4 straight years of carrying the ball at least 300 times. He had 5 seasons of carrying the ball over 300 times. Whew.
Yeah.
That is a lot of mileage. You do not want and that's why running backs don't get paid like that now, because these teams run them to the ground.
Mm-hmm.
And then like you said, once you get to about year 4 of 250 plus carries, it goes down from there.
Yep.
So
that's why New England is ahead of the curve. New England been running 3, 4, 5 backs. Danny Woodhead, players you ain't never heard of, because they know we ain't paying no running back, dog. We ain't paying no running back all that money, dog.
Right.
And then, hold on, somebody said Barry Sanders got ran to the ground. Shit, hell, Barry Sanders had too much on his damn shoulder. He was the team.
Barry Sanders retired before they ran him in the ground.
He said, "Oh, y'all ain't putting no team up. I'm finna retire now. I'm trying to walk, play with my grandkids when I get older." But yeah, like a lot of people were saying, well, Arthur Smith don't have a Derrick Henry. That's actually a blessing because
yes.
That's a blessing because if you look at the running back core that we have now, like we said, you have different dimensions that you can utilize each game by game. New England specialized in that because, like you said, a Rex Burkhead, James White, Sony Michel. You know, you got all these other running backs. You can go back then with Kevin Falk. What's that other one they had? Yeah.
Corey Dillon. A lot of people forget
Exactly.
Corey Dillon was a problem. When he was with Cincinnati, he was a problem. But he went over to New England. He still was a problem, but they used him and Kevin Falk to cut down. Because basically what they do is extend your career. If you smart, like if you chop down some of those carries, like you're talking about 300 plus carries a year, if you got 3 or 4 good running backs, you can prolong somebody's career and preserve their career. The reason Todd Gurley, knees went out like that is because the Rams ran him in the ground. Like basically, he was a bell cow. Same thing with Zeke Elliott. The Cowboys running him into the ground. They have a good backup running back in Tony Pollard, but they refuse to use him. They want to run Zeke in the ground. That's why Zeke forced them to pay him. It's a reason he sat out. He said, y'all finna pay me. Y'all finna run me in the ground, dog.
Right. And this is the reason why Ricky Williams smoked a lot of weed during his career because he wasn't finna take the pain pills. He had a lot of carries too.
No, it's true.
But that's why we always say you got to have multiple options at running back. Like I said, back in the early 2000s up to 2010, see, the bell cow back was special because that's all every team had was that one bell cow back. Like I said, you could think of a Adrian Peterson. You could think of a Marion Barber. Jerome Bettis was still in the damn thing. See, those kind of guys like that, they sound good, but if you don't have a balance or you don't have a backup that can spell them, then it destroys your running game. See, by having a 2-3 back system, because I think the Giants did this back in I don't know, was it 07 or 08? I forgot what. It was somewhere around that time when they had 3 1,000-yard rushers. First time in NFL history.
I don't remember that. I remember they did have. I know the year they won the Super Bowl, they had a bunch of running backs at one point. They had Brandon Jacobs.
The Falcons did. I think they had it. Well, it was Warwick Dunn. I think it was
DVD.
Falcons had something similar to that DVD. But I don't know. I think they were close. I think they were close with it.
Right. But yeah, basically we just saying is you don't have to put it all on one running back.
Not like, if you want them to last. Not if you want them to last.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh man. So
a
lot of people throwing a lot of running backs in here. Sean Alexander, let's say Garrison Hurst, like you said, Marshawn Lynch. Hold on.
Tinky Barber. Yeah, Tinky Barber.
We got a $2 super chat from Raymond Robinson. $2. He said Atlanta needs to get Elijah Holyfield. Elijah Holyfield.
I mean, can he box?
He said, "Can he box?
Can he box?"
I mean, we need somebody who can punch somebody on the field. He can do that. I don't know about being a running back. Nah, man. I like Holyfield. I don't know, man. I
think he should have stayed. I think he should have stayed for his senior year. To be honest.
Yeah, some people just get bad advice from these dang agents, man.
Oh man, we got Thurman Thomas. Everybody laughing at Mike face when it said Elijah Holyfield.
I'd rather bring back Target, to be honest. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
Yeah, we good on that. Elijah Holyfield was actually on the Carolina Panthers. He was on the Panthers and then the Eagles. He was on like the practice squad. So yeah, we good on that.
Yeah, I don't think he didn't get drafted. He didn't even get drafted at all.
Nah.
He was just one of those cases where he should have stood his senior year. Antonio Holloway said Curtis Martin was. Yes, he was. He never fumbled the ball. I think he said he fumbled maybe once in his career.
He was a problem.
Maybe
he was a problem.
Mm-hmm.
I guess Black Migo he wants to debate you one of these days, Mike.
What are we gonna debate about? Like, we just want to come on and talk. You just want to come. And this man literally lied. Look, you sitting up here talking about you want to debate me. And last night, I forget what day it was, but you said you was hitting Miss Maggie up. I'm messaging her right now, and we never received any message from that. So stop playing games, bro. Stop flexing, all right? Stop trying to be the Migo, all right? Be a man for once and stand behind your word. You said you messaged, and ain't nobody got no message. So let's just keep it at that.
He said, offset. Woo, 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 woo,
woo, woo. That man said, I'm hitting you right now. Man, we got Mad Mike Sports at Atlanta Falcons Nation on Twitter, on Instagram, and you can find us anywhere, any place. Everybody done hit us up. And this man said last night that he hit us up. Man, nobody seen not one message. All right, come on, bro.
All right. Devon Stafford, he said, I'm glad that James Cook and Zamir White, though he's a junior this year, went back to Georgia. Yeah, like I said, if you don't really have any, if you don't really have possibility that you can be high in a draft like that, and you got 1 year left, you can fill that resume up. But we got one right here. It said, how do y'all feel about Taquan Graham?
Oh, I think he's going to be a problem. From what I'm hearing at the rookie camp, that they using him all over the place. Like, he was sliding up and down at different defensive line positions. Like, when we drafted him, I was like, what? Because y'all know I wanted that space eater. I wanted that 325 pounds, 6'5". But we decided to go with Taquan Graham, who was only I think he's like 6'3" or 6'4", but he's only like 296 or around 300. So they're looking at him playing the 3-tech and playing a little bit of defensive end. Because with us being multi-front with the 3-4 and 4-3, I think they're going to use him all over the place. I don't think he's just going to be like a nose. I think they got him to mainly be a guy that we can use in rotation. Because I've talked about it numerous times. We need strength in numbers. We need as many pass rushers as we can get. Because we've seen when we have Vic Beasley and Pat McKinley here, we just relied on them two guys. We need guys we can bring off the bench when guys get tired, where you can rotate and shift your defensive line. Rotate the defensive line. Let Grady get some Gatorade. Let them guys get off the field and let some of those other guys play. And mix it up. We seen when we had guys like Adrian Claiborne, who basically was a pass rush specialist. We had the White Freeney when he was here for that 1 year. He was a pass rush specialist. And we had Brooks Reed. Brooks Reed was another guy who would come off, third and longs and stuff like that. They would rotate the defensive line in and out. In 2016, we did a good job of rotating our defensive line. Over the last couple seasons, we didn't do a good job of that with Dan Quinn and with the regime that we had here. They wouldn't use guys. Like, we don't know what we have. John Kaminsky hardly got any snaps last year. Who's the other guy I always talk about? Charles Harris. He hardly got in the game half the time. So it's like it's strength in numbers. If we can get guys that can rotate in, give us 2, 3, 4, 5 sacks in the season, we don't need one guy to give us 15 plus sacks. If we got a multitude of guys that can give us 3 to 5 sacks. That's the way you win games. If you look at a team like the Eagles, who they just recently picked up, who I wanted the Falcons to pick up, and Ryan Kerrigan. They rotate guys in. Josh Sweat, Brandon Graham. What's the guy that played at Tennessee that they got on their team? And they just franchise tagged him. I forget, they drafted him a couple years ago. But they got guys they rotate in and out. So we got to do the same thing. We can't just rely on Grady Jarrett to be the only guy, him and Dante Fowler. We got to have guys that can rotate in and can scream off the edge and give you energy. So I'm loving what this regime is doing because they're creating depth. We got dang near 10 tight ends on the team. Look, it's gonna be competition at every position. They filling up every position. So I'm loving the Tyquan Graham pickup. You got it, Kstylz.
Yo boy, Takeoff down here keep begging to get on. Like, dude, that's what the Friday night match.
Put it in, and see what he gonna talk about. Put him in, and let's see what he gonna talk about.
All right, everybody say Miss May gonna put the link in there. You need to be the first one hopping on this, so your mic can talk about what y'all need to talk about. Because this usually is not a show for call in. That's what the Friday Night Madness is called.
It's Sunday. It's typically Sunday on the after show and Friday Night Madness, but I gotta pop my collar just a little bit. All right.
I go get my popcorn. Get my popcorn ready.
Get the popcorn ready. All right. Well, anybody else got a question?
All right, Miss Maggie T, go ahead and put that damn link in there. So let your homie come in here so he can talk to Mike. So basically, he's calling us a bunch of suckers because we won't let him on. So we're gonna let him get his 5 seconds of fame.
5 seconds of fame.
5 seconds of fame. So it's in the stream now. So he should be the first. He should be on that thing ASAP. Don't wait till we about to end the show before you get on.
I want to hear no excuses about you talking about my internet going on. I can't talk. I can't hear. So you wanted this, you come get it.
So we're not even gonna say nothing else until he get on. We just gonna sit here and look at the screen.
Come on, let's bring it. Where you at? Let's go. You wanted it. Let's come. What's taking so long? It only takes a half a second to hit that link. That's it.
It's in there.
It's in the chat.
No, Mike, don't nobody say nothing. We all just gonna look at the screen like this.
Let's go. What's happening?
Three
minutes. All right, you got 3 minutes. Let's go. That's where you at. You're taking all this time for this, man. Let's go. Let's go. This man, let's go. Where is he? Where are you?
They say his new name is No Smoke.
That man did all this talking. You get your 5 seconds of fame.
Where you at? Where you at, bro? I don't look.
You got 2 minutes. 2 minutes. That's it. Okay.
We going against our morals and shit. We do this on other days.
Coming here like a barking ass chihuahua. We got it right here, man.
This man ain't nowhere to be found. Little Migo ain't nowhere to be found.
All right, let's do the Jeopardy music again. Okay, everybody look at the screen. Everybody look at the screen. Let's see. Oh, there you go. He coming.
Let's go.
That's for you, Mike.
Come on, Migo. Fix your camera.
Do. Boom, boom.
Let's go. Let's go. Fix your camera, son. He wasting our time. You see, he done wasted. We already at the end of the show anyway, and he wasting our time.
That
man don't even know how to use technology. He trying to challenge me. You don't even know how to use a phone, bro.
Check your settings. Check your settings, your audio and your video.
Boy, she came in there with that goddamn demolition man sound like. Hold on, wait a minute.
Come on, Black Migo. Look, he wasting our time, people.
Okay,
he wasting our time.
we just gonna end it on this.
Right.
We just gonna end it on this. Cause I'm like I said, like this usually the part of the show where I have some see he popped up. So I got a question. I got a question right quick. This is gonna be a final question right here.
Mm-hmm.
And this is for the they finna get this fool to 5 seconds of fame right now. Hold on, let's read these 5 seconds. He said he on that Boost Mobile hotspot. Tony Holloway said, hold on. Tony Holloway said he basically gonna get his whole argument. He said he gonna blame it all on Matt Ryan.
We already know that, though. We already know that. And he still. Hey,
go ahead,
bro,
Devon. I know Devon been waiting all day. Go ahead.
Hey, Devon, go.
Go ahead. He said Atlanta Nation said his dog ate his phone.
Go out and come back in. Go out and come back in, okay? Go out and come back in, okay?
The proven said you did this to yourself. The Offset, let's go.
Hey, you must be. Oh man,
right, he said Quavo and Offset his Wi-Fi taking off his fucking.
Oh man.
He said his phone got a fax machine. Said do Wi-Fi hitting slants like Michael Thomas.
Oh my God,
Man.
Oh man, you did this to yourself, dog. Oh my God, you did all that work. Oh goodness, is he ready? Finally ready? Nope. That man still said device is not connected, bro. I don't know what you got going on, but you still say you done tried 3 times.
It's all about his phone services with Cricket. He done used all his data. Gotta go buy support.
Oh my goodness! Oh Lord! Hey, I don't know. I don't know what to say. He did this to himself.
He's going to with a sundial on it. Boy, that sundial ain't worth shit. Well, it ain't worth shit after 8 o'clock.
It was just said he using McDonald's Wi-Fi, man. Oh my God, y'all!
All right, I'm about to say somebody just block him. He ain't hitting no nothing.
Yeah,
right now.
that's we just
we trying to end this show on a good note. All right. Like I said, you can come back on Friday and try again, bro, because that's where we really do that at. This is not what the Tuesday is not what we do, and apparently you wasn't ready for Tuesday neither. So
you weren't ready for nothing, bro.
All right.
I apologize if we.
Hey, I'm telling people here, we sorry for that, man. Nathan said, clearly he ain't getting on because his 5 seconds of fame was already up.
Oh my God.
Killing this dude.
Oh man.
But yeah, hey, Mike, I got a question for you though, right quick, man.
Yes, sir.
I ended up looking on my phone and I ended up watching some clips from last night. What was it? WrestleMania Backlash.
Mm-hmm.
What in the hell were they thinking about a zombie lumberjack match?
Bro, I saw that and I was like, what bloody hell? Like, I don't know what that was. I just thought it was a mistake. All I saw was a zombies. It's like, bro, like a zombie.
Think about it. I have to ask the people in the chat. If you watch wrestling, and I know y'all remember lumberjack matches when they had all the wrestlers on the outside. These goofy, sad some bitches that came out and had zombies as lumberjacks. I just want to get that out right quick. I found that shit hilarious.
Like I said, I don't know what that was though. I can't even explain that. I can't even explain it. All was zombies, and I was totally confused.
but like I said, we're gonna end this show tonight, man. Like I said, we appreciate everybody tuning in. If we didn't shout your name out, just know that we appreciate you and everything. Y'all come in, y'all give y'all opinions, comment, keep the family environment up, and we appreciate that.
Thank you so much.
Go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna let the fellas over here. Like I said, y'all make sure y'all follow not only just Kstylz channel, but also follow Atlanta Falcon Nation as well. Like I said, we try to do big things around here.
1,300 today.
Jermaine Arden said this is the funniest episode yet. Devon said if he get back, he get roasted. oh, he don't know. He said he gonna comment when the stream is over.
Yeah, he ain't commenting no more. That man
talking about he froze up just like I did when I was talking about Matt Ryan. Oh my goodness. Man. Why do we always end these shows funny for some reason? This is hilarious.
I don't know what that. I don't know what that was.
But look, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna let the fellas here. Like I said, y'all also make sure y'all follow Miss Maggie T on her channel. That's the queen of the Hawks right now. We got a playoff game coming up here soon, so you better stay on tune for her. And we might do some shows talking about the Hawks too. I know y'all ain't really seen too much of that this season because we've been more so focused on this Atlanta Falcon Nation and Atlanta Falcons news. But head over to Miss Maggie T channel for Atlanta Hawks news, scores, and updates and stuff. Go ahead, Drew. Go ahead and plug yourself.
All right. So I just want to thank y'all for tuning in as always tonight. I always enjoy kicking it with Kstylz on Monday. But you guys stay tuned. Jew Talk Sports. I will be going live every Wednesday night, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. You guys tune in. Of course, you'll be seeing the same familiar suspects. My boy Kstylz, Mad Mike. I'm definitely going to have them on the show. But I got a lot coming for you guys. I'm excited to do my solo thing. So y'all definitely come kick it with your boy. Just like y'all kick it with Kstylz, come kick it with me on Wednesdays from 7 Eastern to 8 p.m. Eastern. And right after that, we have Luscious Change. So we giving y'all everything. Before y'all get booed up, y'all come over to my show, the pre-show, before Luscious Change. You know, they got all of the all of the other
Everything.
stuff.
We got
All
everything.
of the other
That's
stuff
all
for the
everything.
look for the 18 and older. Look for the 18 and older group. 18 and older group. But before that, y'all come to my show on Wednesday nights. Hey, we're gonna do it big. I'm gonna be breaking down the schedule because I wasn't here last week when they broke down the schedule. I think they did it on Friday. I missed out, so I definitely will be going over the schedule this Wednesday. Give you guys some predictions of what I think our Falcons gonna do this year. Record predictions. So y'all gonna kick it with your boy. I haven't got a name for my show yet, but I'm not gonna steal Kstylz. Just kicking it with Kstylz. But I'm definitely gonna have a name for my show as well on Wednesday nights, 7 Eastern to 8 p.m. Eastern. We're gonna try to keep it in those parameters because right after that we have Luscious Change. But I appreciate you guys going over to my channel as well, Jew Talk Sports, Atlanta Falcons Nation, Kstylz, just Kstylz, Twisted Torch TV, the whole crew. Y'all go hit that like, subscribe button. And we're doing some great things over here at Atlanta Falcons Nation. We appreciate you guys' donations, super chats. We really appreciate all of the fans. We couldn't do this without you guys. We're fans just like you guys. So we're not professionals. We're fans just like you guys. We're just passionate fans. And we do our research. So Black Migo, all these guys that want to come and debate us, hey, look, come with it. Or all I'm going to say is have your stats, your facts, and the truth. But that's what we do here. We ain't running from no smoke. But trust me, you don't want no problems with Mad Mike. You don't want no problems with me. And you definitely don't want no problems with Kstylz. So we're going to give you them hard-hitting facts. You got it, Kstylz.
I'm about to say, somebody tell Black Migo to go worry about his Call of Duty Warzone videos.
Oh man, hey man, say this.
Don't worry about them. But yeah, also
go
with
ahead,
you,
you go because
I'm about to say, we bringing back the 6-man combo show. We might do that on Saturdays. We haven't came up with nothing yet, so be on the lookout for that because I know I ain't did one in a while. So go ahead, Mike.
Well, I'll just say this, man. This is what happens when you try to go one-on-one with the great one. You gotta have your stuff right. How you gonna how you gonna not show up after talking all that? You know what? You are the new Tweety Bird, okay? That's who you are. That's all you are at this point. You're Tweety Bird.
Hold on, wait a minute. Hold on. He talking about fat, bald, and fat motherfucker. You look like Heath Slater. So shut your ass up. I got 5 kids.
I got 5 kids.
Motherfucker look like an indie wrestler that didn't make it.
Hey man, like I said, man, we not this. Look, man, if you gonna come to Atlanta Falcons Nation, man, what we do here is we respect one another, and if you can't respect, you know, as far as the ladies, Miss Maggie, Miss Asia, and all the women that whether you are vocal, you're very vocal on the channel. What we do here with the women, we respect our women first and foremost. So if you cannot respect the women first, we're going to block you. And that's just the way we do. We don't do disrespect to women over here. That's not what we do. All right. So you can disrespect me. You can disrespect Jew and Kevin. But when it comes to our ladies, you're not going to do that. That's what you're not going to do. And that goes for anybody that has anything negative to say about our ladies that, you know, that truly support us and who really are about Atlanta Falcons Nation. All right. We respect our ladies, period, point blank. So if you can't do that, whoever, block them, period. That's not what we do here. All right. We all about love. We about support. We give equal opportunity. We give you an opportunity to come on the show and you fumbled the ball. All right. What you did, you Devontae Freeman the damn thing. You didn't fumble the ball, but you whipped. You whipped like a motherfucker on there. That's what you did. Don't get mad at us because you whipped on the block. All right. You didn't step up. You didn't hit a home run. You struck out. Okay. So with that being said, I love all you guys. All right. Love all you guys.
And thank you for continuously supporting us. We're going to stay on the positive road. Atlanta Falcons Nation is all about positivity. God bless you guys. And that's all I got to say about that, dog.
And he over here talking about Maggie, take that wig off, bro. You wish you had a woman like that. Only woman you got is called pizza rolls in the microwave, motherfucker.
Okay, so
goddamn over here looking like Travis Jervey, wishing he was a running back.
Oh man,
he talking all that shit about everybody on this chat, but we had that link there for about 6 to 7 minutes, and he didn't show up. So that dude ain't hitting on shit. Any woman that he got or any woman that he has can get banged out by anybody in this chat and anybody on this screen.
Whoa.
And they ain't gotta pay shit. So pig in the blanket head motherfucker.
Okay.
Yes, I'm fat. Yes, I have to do that. But guess what?
Hey,
I'm an intelligent and I'm a handsome brother. So any girl that you wish you had, I probably done had her twice. So on the internet,
on that note,
we gotta go.
Oh my gosh! Wow!
Don't come in here. He got 7 damn videos of him playing Call of Duty and shit, and ain't nobody watching this shit. Yeah, I pulled it up. So,
oh man. Oh,
like
we apologize, okay?
We apologize. It was the show.
We go.
Hey, Mike, when we tell them you ain't gotta go home.
You gotta go home, but you gotta get the hell out of here. Oh Lord, this episode.